Okay, so this is issue 20 of G.I. Joe. This is the cover that's the opposite of the last issue's cover where we had all the G.I. Joe bods on it. So that's pretty nice. We quite like that. So this is the meeting between Joe and Transformers. So we start off with Matt Tracker being chased by the dude from Venom, and yeah, he's got his car turns up. It's quite interesting because his car doesn't actually do anything, so I'm not quite sure if it's been modified yet or not. Anyway, he calls his car in. Loads of stuff goes on, and they're all chasing it down the runway, and he's got his little pop-up missiles and all this kind of stuff, and yeah, Matt Tracker doing Matt Trackery kind of things. And then when it starts going bad, they realise that Hound and the G.I. Joe's there. So they eventually get to find him and say, right, okay, can you look at Hound for us? We need you to see if you can get this transponder thing working. He says, right, your technology is actually not, your alien technology is different from my alien technology, which is interesting. So how's this going to tie together? Because I thought that was the point, that they got the technology somewhere from a transformer or something along the line. Anyway, turns out that turning the transponder on is pretty simple, and they get a blip from Prime, and they take Duke and Clutch over there to go and see Optimus, and it is the devolved Optimus Prime, even though the cover would have you believe it was the one one. I did say that in the last issue of Transformers 30, well, that don't work. The timeline doesn't work. It makes no sense. The Prime's been devolved, and when he turns up, he's devolved. So presumably this was all, well, you say this is obviously all planned, but did he have to redraw this, or is it because of the scheduling, or is it just happened to be they knew exactly what they're doing? Either way, it ties in lovely. Which again, I think is a good reason for keeping these books into small numbers, because the more crossovers you do like this, characters can be missing, whatever. Anyway, turns out that they actually get along quite well. He explains that he wants to kill Starscream, and he says, "Don't worry about Starscream's dead," and he's kind of really gutted about that. And he says he goes on about having these fantasies about basically destroying every Transformer and going no matter who they are, including killing Prime and all this kind of stuff. And Prime talks to him about being a leader and this kind of stuff, and even Clutch and Hound kind of go, "Oh, I bet it's just going to feed him all the stuff about difficulties of being a leader." Go, "Yeah, that sounds like something that Jig would really love." So it comes to the agreement that the Transformers left on Earth, the Autobots left on Earth, are going to help out the Joes with any problems with Cobra, and same thing, G.I. Joe's going to help with Decepticons, so that's going to be quite cool. And then he basically says to Hound, "Right, it's up to you what you want to do. I'm not the leader now anymore," which I suppose Elite One technically is, not Elite One. RC technically is, because she's the next one down. She was a sub commander. But you can come back with us, or you can stay with the Joes. And he says, "No, I'm gonna stay with the Joes." So that's what happens. And then we get a little bit here where is it Beachhead? Turns out that during the Scarlet miniseries, where she infiltrated the clan of the ninjas and found out that her mate was in it, she didn't come back. So he's got to go and fetch her. So next issue, the next arc, I believe, is going to be some Storm Shadow Scarlet stuff. I'm really hoping for Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes has got to come along now. I mean, we've got Zartan, we've got kind of resolved the G.I. Joe conflict with the Transformers. Snake Eyes has got to be the next big one. This is going to be the next kind of sales bump. Whether it's going to happen issue 25 or something like that, I don't know. But I think we're definitely going to get Snake Eyes. But yeah, all in all, damn good issue. Really, really good. But yeah, love it how these things tie together. Very, very good. So, Energy Universe, again, keep saying, for a shared universe, this is the pinnacle of it, so I think so far. Everything tying up really, really nicely. It's just now interesting to see what the Mask series in June is going to be about. If it doesn't directly tie into Transformers, I assume there's that. Let's say we all saw Venom. Miles Mayhem was already looking at various Transformers kind of underground, so something must have come from the Transformers. We'll see. Anyway, I think that's enough rambling for now. So thanks for listening, and hopefully I will see you on another video very, very soon. Bye bye.